The biggest game in trading is in the mind. In trading, the biggest game is of the mind. That's where victory or defeat is decided. Charts, indicators, news, those all come later. First, fear, greed, and impatience inside you must be under control. I used to think that once I found the right strategy, life would change. But when I actually sat in front of the screen, I realized the real battle was not on the charts, it was inside me. The first day I placed a trade, my heart started racing. I kept staring at the chart every second. When the position went up, I thought, I'm about to be rich. When it came down, it felt like a punch in the stomach. I couldn't understand if my reaction was because of market movements or my own fear. And honestly, that fear was not just about money. It was the fear of being proven wrong. Mark Douglas was right when he said, the only traders who win are the ones who learn to live with uncertainty. There are no guarantees in the market. Every time I thought, this is definitely going up, the market showed me the opposite. That's when I realized, there's no place for ego here. Mindset doesn't just mean positive thinking. It means thinking with discipline. Suppose you made a plan, if this level breaks, I'll exit. But when the price actually comes close, your brain whispers, wait a little more, maybe it'll bounce back. That's exactly where things go wrong. I've turned small losses into big ones many times, simply because I broke my own rules. There was a time when I opened charts every day and only thought, how much can I make today? But slowly I realized, that's the wrong question. The right question is, how honestly can I follow my strategy today? Because money comes only when habits are right. Most new traders make the same mistake I did. They try to turn every trade into a win. But the truth is, you can't always be right. Real strength is in keeping losses small when you're wrong, and letting profits grow when you're right. Sounds easy, but it's very hard, because our brain constantly reminds us of childhood conditioning, don't lose. Always be right. But in trading, that mindset is dangerous. Many times, the market will drive you crazy. One good morning can turn into a losing evening. If your mindset isn't strong, you'll start revenge trading. I've done that, and almost always lost, because in those moments, I wasn't trading with logic, but with emotions. To strengthen my mindset, I developed a habit, journaling every trade. Not just the price and result, but also my mood, why I entered, and whether I exited according to plan. It felt boring, but it became a mirror. When I read my old notes, it was obvious why I lost, sometimes impatience, sometimes greed, sometimes overconfidence. The beauty and fear of trading lie in the same fact, there is no fixed path. You have to train your own mind, so that when the market takes unexpected turns, you don't break. At first, I thought technical analysis, patterns, indicators, that's everything. But the truth is, they're just tools. If the mind using them is unstable, those tools fail too. Now, before sitting at the screen, I ask myself, am I ready to follow my plan today, no matter what the market does? If yes, I trade. If not, I shut down the screen. Because sometimes the best trade is no trade at all. Learning this took me years. I lost money, I lost sleep. But now I know, the real trading happens not on charts, but in the mind. The market is just a mirror. It shows us our habits, our thinking, our weaknesses. When I understood that trading is actually a mind game, one thing became clear, the market is never wrong. Only my expectations are. I used to think I could control the market by reading charts. But the market always moves on its own terms. It's like a river, you must learn to swim, otherwise it'll sweep you away. Have you noticed? The moment you open a position, your brain shifts into protection mode. If it's in profit, you fear losing that profit. If it's in loss, you hope it will recover. Both thoughts trap you in the toughest web for a trader, emotional attachment. Mark Douglas once said, treat every trade as just one more opportunity, not your last or biggest bet. At first, this sounded meaningless to me. I thought every trade was extremely important. But over time, I saw how small losses scared me and big profits made me restless. That's when I realized he was right. I changed another habit too. Earlier, I used to keep 10 to 12 charts open at once. Now I only watch charts that match my strategy. Less noise, more focus. But the real test comes when your strategy fails. That moment is dangerous. The brain screams, "See, the market is against you. Try something new quickly." That's where most traders fall. I did too, switching 3 to 4 strategies in a single day just because the last setup didn't work. Result? More losses. So, I made a rule: I will test any strategy at least 20 to 25 times without changing it. Because 1 or 2 trades don't show the full picture. Trading is a game of probabilities, and to understand probabilities, you need a big sample size. Another myth I broke: more trades, more profit. Actually, it's the opposite. The fewer and smarter your trades, the fewer mistakes you make. I cut my trade frequency in half, and surprisingly, my profits doubled. Because now, every trade had a clear reason, not boredom or FOMO. I also started treating every loss as tuition fees. Earlier, a loss would make me frustrated for weeks. Now, when I lose, I just note the mistake and move on. That made my trading lighter. The biggest change came when I asked myself, am I really trying to understand the market, or just to make money? If your only goal is to make money quickly, you'll chase fast rewards, and that pushes you to make mistakes. Now, my first goal is to follow the right process. The money follows naturally. Still, there are days when everything goes wrong, 3 trades in a row end in loss. My brain says, forget it, this isn't for you. But then I remind myself, losses and wins are just 2 sides of the same coin. The key is to learn from losses and stay disciplined in wins. That's the real mindset. Stop trying to control every market move, and instead, control yourself so you don't repeat mistakes. The market will test you every day. You'll never feel fully ready. But the truth is, no one is ever fully ready. Only those who keep trading despite fear, survive in the long run. I also learned, the market only gives you as much as your mind can handle. If your mindset is to panic after small profits, the market will never let you see big ones. And if your mindset is to double or triple risk to cover a loss, sooner or later your account will blow up. I made that mistake many times, doubling lot size after a loss, trying to recover the same day. But every time, the result was bigger losses. I thought I was unlucky, but the truth was, I was gambling, not trading. That day I asked myself, am I taking trading seriously, or just treating it like gambling? Real trading means having rules and following them consistently. Otherwise, it's just luck. So I made another rule: only trade when the setup matches my strategy, no matter how tempting the market looks. This was tough at first. Watching charts move without jumping in, that's the true test of self-control. But slowly, as I skipped unnecessary trades, losses reduced and profits stabilized. Overconfidence is another dangerous trap. After 1 or 2 big wins, you start believing you've figured out the market. I fell for this many times, breaking risk limits, taking oversized positions, and losing half my account in a single day. That's when Mark Douglas' words echoed in my mind: you don't need to prove anything to the market. You're here to make money, not to protect your ego. That single line changed my view. Now, after every win, I remind myself, it's just a number, not proof of my ability. I also accepted another truth: you will lose in trading. If you try to win every trade, you'll take every small loss personally and get trapped in revenge trading. But if you already know that losing 40 out of 100 trades is normal, then no single loss can shake your mindset. One day, after 3 consecutive losses, the old me would have taken double risk on the 4th trade. But that day, I stopped myself. Shut the screen, went for a walk. Next day, the market again set up my pattern, and I traded calmly. That's the power of mindset. I realized, real victory in trading happens when your mind stays neutral. If you get too happy when you win, you'll get careless. If you get too broken when you lose, you'll lose discipline. Balance is the hardest part. Now, when I sit at the screen, I only focus on one thing: did I follow my plan? If yes, I consider myself a winner, regardless of profit or loss. Because the market's job is to test you, and your job is to keep your mind stable. That's what keeps me coming back every day. Trading isn't just about money, it's about winning over your own mind. As I worked on my mindset, I understood, trading isn't a game of charts, indicators, or systems. It's a fight against your own fear, greed, and self-deception. True traders are those who quiet the inner noise and focus only on the voice that guides them rightly. Earlier, I felt like a superhero when the market went up, and the worst trader in the world when it went down. These swings controlled my thoughts completely. But slowly, I realized, these emotions were my biggest weakness. That's when I made a strict rule. Before every trade, I asked myself, is this decision based on logic, or on emotions? If the answer is emotions, I don't take the trade. This wasn't easy, especially when the market suddenly moved. But I kept reminding myself, I'm here for the long run, not for quick wins. I also realized, consistency is the most valuable thing in trading. Traders who keep small, steady profits and tolerate small losses are the ones who last. But those chasing big wins with big risks, don't last long. So I reshaped my mindset: be happy with small consistent profits, and avoid big losses. Make rules and follow them strictly. No trade without a plan, no risk without preparation. Even when the market went against me, I didn't panic anymore. I learned, loss is part of trading, and accepting it is an art. Without losses, there are no lessons. Without lessons, there are no wins. This new mindset completely transformed me. I began to see the market not as a place where my future is at stake, but as a game, a challenge. That gave me mental calmness. Along with mindset, I changed my lifestyle: daily meditation, good sleep, healthy food, exercise. A calm body supported a calm mind. That improved my patience and focus, but the toughest battle was with myself, with old habits that kept dragging me back. Many times I almost gave up. But I never quit. I reminded myself, true victory is when you fall but rise again. When you overcome fear, greed, and bad habits. That's the mental strength that keeps you alive in the market. Looking back now, I see, changing my mindset was my biggest win. The market was just a mirror, showing me my own mind. If your mindset is right, the market will teach you, grow you, and bring you closer to success. If your mindset is weak, no strategy can save you. Friends, the biggest battle in trading is with your own mind. Winning that battle makes you a true trader. Recognize your fear, understand your greed, correct your habits. Change your mindset. See trading not just as a way to make money, but as a way to know and improve yourself. When you do this, you'll discover, the real power of trading lies within you. In your mindset. So if you want true success in trading, first learn to win over your own mind. Control your fear. Manage your greed. Build discipline and confidence. That's the real key to long-term success. Remember, the real trading battle is inside you. When you win that, no market move can shake you. The market is only a mirror, reflecting your mental state. True success is not just money, it's the calm, disciplined, winning mindset. And when you win within, you can win anywhere. So believe in yourself. Stay disciplined. Stay patient. And step by step, you'll reach your destination. Thank you.